Bobby Dirkens here. Yesterday was homecoming at Clemson. And Lord, I tell you, I was excited. Every time I hear homecoming, I get hungry. Because growing up, Mom and Dad used to take me to church once every year. They had what was called homecoming, which means all the ladies in the church would go and cook most time it was their dish they were known for. And after church, we'd all go out to the fellowship building and we'd go eat. And Lord, it was delicious. Now, there was always that one person there who you didn't eat the food because they're nasty. And I'll never forget, Sister Ethel, one of the sweetest women in the church, Sister Ethel, she got Alzheimer's. It really set in. She really lost it and brought the prettiest pound cake in the world in her stainless steel bedpan. You know what to say, don't crap where you eat. Sister Ethel didn't get that. But anyway, back to Clemson. Yesterday was a big game. Everybody was buzzing. Dabo told everybody, I want y'all to stay there for the entire game. Stop leaving early and everything. And everybody was all in, buddy. And the offense comes out there, they get the ball. And they're just chomping away at yards. I'm just telling you, it was like watching a bulldozer tear up a good piece of land. And they're just running, and all of a sudden they throw this long pass, and boom, we're up 7-0. And I'm like, yes, looks like they come play some football. Now our award-winning defense goes out there, they'll smack around some heads, get the ball back. We go right back out there, and we're just taking, I'm telling you, we look like we were some type of dictator taking over a small, poor country. Run down there, score another touchdown. Everybody's buzzing. They're like, oh my goodness, this is the number 1 team in the country. And then it stopped. Yeah, everybody knows we're going to win. We're done. That's exactly what happened. Now listen to me. You looking at the biggest Clemson fan in the world. You want proof? I pulled for them during the 90s and the 2000s, and I'm still a fan. How about that year back in the early 2000s when they lost 4 games by a total of 14 points? How about back in the 90s when they went to the Gator Bowl and got crapped on by Donovan McNabb and Marvin Harrison, 41-0? Still a fan. How many of y'all know I love Dabo Swinney? And I'm telling you, after his post-game speeches, if you ever hear somebody in the back crying like a baby, it's me. I just don't know what they were doing yesterday. And I know some of you already, intelligent football fan would know they were trying to stay healthy. What, by throwing consecutive wide receiver screens out to the right, getting our boys' heads torn off? How about this? You continue doing what you were doing, throw the ball on downfield, and get your offense off the field. Hard to get hurt when you're on the sidelines. Not spitting venom, just talking. All right? This ain't personal. How many people here today will raise your hand, be honest, and say, I saw Deion Kane on that first drive try to catch that football one hand, try to do his best Odell Beckham impression. Let's go ahead and stop here. That original play Odell Beckham did for the Giants, first of all, they lost. Main reason they were there, they lost. They were supposed to win, but they lost. That's number 1. Number 2 is, that boy was falling way backward to catch a ball like that. I'm just telling you, man, he was way back. Kane, the guy was not holding his arm. Don't even try that trash from me. And if that was enough to hold his arm, that little touch right there, then he must have been paralyzed on this side. Anyway, reached out there, had his hand in his pocket, ball drop. I just want to say this. I love Deion Kane. I love our players. Everybody, just come in a little close to old Bobby here. Look me deep in my eyes. I don't care if you catch that football with your butthole, as long as you catch it. And then 2 plays later, he catches the ball with both hands. Now, I know some smart aleck out there who's a rules guru who's going to look at me and go, You must understand, you must possess the ball with both hands and show complete control. Get lost. You're like a chigger on a raw rash. Nobody likes you. Yeah. 28-14. 28-14. End up getting the quarterback hurt. You know, just keep throwing the ball downfield to our 5-star receivers with a 3rd-star guy guarding him. I'm just telling you, that's the way you get out of that game healthy. And another reason I'm kind of ticked right now is because, another show of hands, this participation moment for all of us. How many here thought, put it on paper, and if you'd asked before the game last year, thought that Clemson would have lost in Death Valley to Pittsburgh? None of us. So what's that telling me? If we could have the great Deshaun Watson at the helm and we could still lose, we're very much capable of doing it this year. I know, I'm going to get some smart aleck remarks from some people, but all of you good people who are good to comment to me and you use your brains instead of your toenails to think, you'll agree with me most likely. It's not because I don't love my Tigers, it's because I love them too much for such a thing. Here's the deal. Them boys could have throttled them 42-0 yesterday. And I don't feel entitled that we have to blow out every team. That's not what I'm saying. But what did I say about when they beat Kent State like they did? You beat a bad team bad. It's the marks of a good football team. Also, don't give me this bunch of stuff that Wake Forest is way better than what they used to be. Yay, they're not losing to the school of the deaf and blind. About time. It is what it is. Am I giving up? Lord, no. Am I still a fan? Yes. I'm just concerned, and you should be too. They go up to Syracuse, New York, and I believe they'll win that ball game. But if you think that NC State and maybe even Georgia Tech might not be able to pull up just enough gumption to beat our boys, especially if our boys is running 14 screen passes in a row, then you've been sitting in a garage with your vehicle. The door's closed on the garage, so let's start there. With your vehicle revving it up, and you've been breathing the fumes in too much. Just is what it is. On a lighter note, bye-bye Oklahoma, and good riddance Michigan. Next, Penn State. If Penn State will play someone just a little better than your, high-octane 5A high school football team, they're going to lose too. Saw what happened when they played Iowa. Took a heroic game. Of course, the ratings were high and everybody was buzzing about it. You know why? Because they finally played somebody kind of okay. And it took last-minute heroics to win. Well, I'm off my soapbox, and all I'm going to tell you is, go Tigers, and fire it up. It's Bobby Dirkens saying we're going to win this coming Friday night. We better, or else I might actually self-implode. Go Tigers, Bobby Dirkens.